let's take a look at the ways we will represent functions. In this course, we will represent functions 4 ways. Sometimes this is called the rule of 4. We'll use words, tables, graphs, and formulas. I'm going to take a relatively well-known example and actually demonstrate how that example could be represented all 4 ways. So the first situation is going to be words, and that's the way I'm going to actually explain the situation. Your final grade in this class is a function of the number of points you score. So your grade is a function of points. G is a function of P. So we could talk about a function in terms of words. Notice it would be a function because once you know how many points you score, you uniquely determine a grade in the course. Now, notice a number of different points might produce an A, but notice that if you score, say, 600 points, that doesn't mean you get a possibility of 2 grades. You will get a grade in the course. We could also represent your grade by a table. So suppose there's 600 points in the course, which ours is slightly different potentially. But if there's 600 points in the course, then I could do a division and determine the percentage score that you're going to get in the course based upon dividing by 600. So if you had 300, you'd get a 50%. 350 would be 58.3. 400 would be 66.7%. 450, 75%. 500, 83%. 550, 91.7%. 600, 100%. We could take that data and we could actually make a graph out of the data. So I could figure out the percentages and get the averages and actually graph the data, which you will notice is actually a little bit of a linear function. We'll be talking about linear functions in the next couple of sections. Or we could do a formula, and our formula might be G equals P over 600. Now that would give us a decimal, so instead of, say, 50%, it would give us 0.5, but we could state that as the formula. So all of the above will actually give the same information, but each gives it in a slightly different representation.